Hello, this is Richard from BetterView Software and Services. Today I'm going to show you some easy things that make transitioning from Windows 10 to Windows 11 a little bit easier. Stay tuned. Okay, so here are a few things that will make your transition from Windows 10 to Windows 11 a little bit easier for you. As you can see, we've got the normal computer screen that you would expect after we log in. We have all our icons at the bottom. In this case, Windows now centers them as a default. We have the start icon at the beginning. We have our system icons at the bottom right, which is our clock. And I've got Copilot here installed, which is a little bit different. We can see if we click on our clock, for example, we have our notification area at the top. Then we have our calendar at the bottom. On this group of icons, we have our Wi-Fi and internet connection, in this case, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. A few quick buttons that we'll get into. There's your screen brightness, volume control that you get to, your keyboard, and of course, then our normal buttons. We have, or icons, I should say. There's my OneDrive for BetterView Software, which is the business OneDrive, and OneDrive for my personal account. So those are your status icons there, and you can take a click and see what's going on with them. But they've changed the Start menu. So on the Start menu, we have all our program icons at the top half, and at the bottom half is the last files that we've looked at to adjust. At the bottom of this, we have our login name, and I have some icons down here, which I'll get into in a little bit, including the power icon. So if I want to look at more of the program files that I've looked at, or data files, we can do that. All apps gives us a listing of our app screen, apps that are installed. And you can click on the letter heading that you see here and get a listing. So if I wanted to click on a program that starts with H, I can click on the H there, and there's HP Smart, which of course I can click on and start. Now, if I ran that often I should say, I might want to have it on my pinned menu here so that it's easier to get to. So to do that, I'll go to my All Apps again, hit the A, hit the H for Hewlett Packard, right-click on my HP Smart, and I'm going to say Pin to Start. So now when I'm back at the start, I can see it at the bottom here. Now you'll notice that we have individual icons, and we also have icons in a group. To create the group is quite simple. We just have to click and hold. In this case, I'll click and hold the HP Smart with my left mouse button. Now what I want to add it to is at the top section, so I'll just drag it up here and drop it down on this HP Scan and Capture. And lo and behold, here is a new folder, which I'm going to give the name HP. And when I click off of that, we have, oops, too far. We now have our folder called HP, which we can see what's going on here. To get a program out of the group, all we have to do is click and hold on the program, drag it off, and now we have HP Scan and Capture and Smart as individual programs again. So a quick way to customize this, as I told you before, we have some icons at the bottom. I'm going to right-click and go to the Start settings, and folders right at the bottom here. So looking at the folders, if I turn these off, now go to my Start menu, you will see I only have the power button. So as I apply them and say I want the settings and the file explorer, now I have my power button with the settings icon and my general file explorer. So that's one way, and another way that you can select the icons for the folders that you go to a lot. Makes things a little bit easier. While we're on the Start menu, let's show you how they've changed things. So again, you have your name up here with your email address that you registered. Mine's blurred out because it's confidential. We have the name of the computer itself, which is a Surface Pro 9. We can hit the rename button and rename this as part of the network. We have our connection here, which we're connected to Wi-Fi. Windows Update is great. Checked last 3 hours ago. If there was an update, there would be an icon here would change. You can also see, you can get to your quick settings here, changing your display settings, power and battery, which is where you would do your sleep settings if it's going to sleep too soon for you. Printers and scanners, where you can view your printers and install them as well. Bluetooth devices are normally labeled here. And, again, just the usual what you would expect. One thing you will want to know, though, is that when you go into your system and scroll all the way down to the bottom, you have an About section. And this is where you find out all about your computer. We have the device name itself, the amount of installed RAM that's in it. We are running the Windows 11 Pro Edition, and here's our version. So when somebody asks you what version of Windows that you're running, if you go under your Windows specifications, you can find out exactly what you're doing. And this little copy button up here is handy because then you can copy this as text and then paste it into an email to send somebody. And, again, information. We'll dive into this in another video and get more detail into the menu because, as you can see, they've changed everything. To find out what's installed on your computer, just a quick one, you've got the Apps button here and Installed Apps. So then it will show you a list of everything that's installed on your computer, alphabetical. And on our triple dot menu here, you have the Modify and the Uninstall if you want to remove something. So every time you install an app, it appears here, whether it's from a website or whether it's from the Windows Store. So that is a real quick overview of the Start menu. As you can see, our recycle bin has information in it. Now, just a quick thing in our File menu. We have the File Explorer has changed a little bit. You can still work with it the same way you did before. If I click into Downloads and I want to view this, I can double-click on this PNG file and view it in the photo viewer. But the interesting thing about the File Explorer is that you now have buttons here across for your common functions after you select something. So I can do the cut, copy, paste isn't there, of course, because I don't have something. Rename the file and such. But you have multiple tabs. So if I want to go and open a separate tab in File Explorer, I can do that. Then open up Windows PC, Drive C, and go to, let's say, the text out. And if I want to move that file, I can go back here and select it, hit the cut button, over to text out, hit the paste, and there's the file. And again, you can, if you right click on a file, you have the same icons at the top. So instead of looking for the words cut, copy, and paste, you have to recognize the icons. This menu is cut down from the normal that you're used to in Windows 10. They try to give you just the menu items that would be handy. But if you click on our More options, then we go back to the full list of everything that we can do, including our cut, copy, paste, and such that we had in the old Windows 10. So there's a real quick overview on Windows 11. Much more to follow. And there we go. So we will explore more next time. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe if you like the information. It helps both of us. And we will chat with you on the next video. Thank you much. Take care. Have a great day.